So I've worked for the group now for just over 18 years. My first day doesn't quite seem like yesterday, but it doesn't seem far off, which is crazy really. It's been that long. So I joined as a graphic designer. The retail sales director at the time, Andrew Vernon, wanted to install an internal creative team. I think up until that point they were using freelancers. So I was the first to join that small team. I'd been used to working in the design agency environment, so it was a big change when I joined the company. I was really interested in how big businesses operated and when worked, so I was really intrigued by that. But I was really excited about it as well, even though the first day wasn't a typical first day, should we say. My first day I remember really clearly. I turned up 9 o'clock in the morning. There was no one there to meet me. My manager at the time, he'd only been in the business a couple of weeks and he was relocating from Leeds, I think. So he was moving into his flat, I think, or something. So I arrived at reception, no one there to meet me. And it was Lee Hayes who I actually spoke to first. So he gave me a nice welcome. But Lee had only been in the business a few weeks as well. So we were both in the same boat kind of thing, trying to work everything out. There was no desk, there was no computer equipment. I remember having to drive home, collect my own computer equipment, bring it into the office. There was no induction process, so it really was a million miles away from where we are today, with new starters joining. I mean, despite all of that, I just felt really positive at the time anyway. It just seemed like it was the norm, so we just got on with it. I mean, we were up and running really quickly. After that, it was just a funny first day. So for the next 3 or 4 years, my focus was working to support the retail sales team, creating presentations, packaging, install POS, all that kind of thing. And we'd regularly work on trying to win new business, product range reviews, that type of thing. I remember one project in particular, Datacomms. We were trying to win the Datacomms range in B&Q. So it was an 18-foot bay full of product, but we had no product, we had no packaging. It was all dressed with POS. So it was literally hundreds of mock-ups that we had to create at Fomex and spray maze. I remember the walkthrough with the B&Q buying team was on the Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m, 2:30, something like that. And we'd been working on this project for weeks, but we kind of realised on the Wednesday that it wasn't going to get over the line. So me and Alex and the marketing manager at the time, Julia, we literally worked all day Wednesday, all through the night, Wednesday night, through to Thursday morning. Gallons and litres of coffee in us just to get it, to keep us awake. People were coming into the office the next morning knowing full well we hadn't been home, we hadn't slept. But we got it done and we got it over the line and it was all complete. And it just seemed like it was the nature of the industry at the time. Then in 2010, I think it was, the business then were kind enough to sponsor me to go back to university and study business studies, which I was really eager to do and really appreciated the support there. And then from that, I developed a strong interest in marketing and now that applied to the business. Following that, I was then given the opportunity to become marketing manager in 2019. So the last few years have been really rewarding for me. When I reflect and look back over all of those years, I think the reason why I've always felt satisfied and happy in my role is because of the continual change the business has gone through. It literally has felt like a book of chapters, some longer than others, but it's never become boring, ever. The business has continually grown and developed over those years, and I feel grateful that I've been given the opportunity to grow and develop with it, I guess. And most importantly, the people that I've been lucky enough to work with over the years across the business. Some great characters, some really good memories, some really funny stories that I obviously can't share today. All the people that continue to join the business, that are making the business stronger and stronger all the time. I mean, the whole transformation of the business, at least from my first day until now, has been astounding, really. I mean, it's not often I step back and compare, but when I do, it's like, wow. And I've really enjoyed being part of that period of growth. The fast-paced nature, the regular challenges that crop up, and everything else that goes with it. And now just really looking forward to what the future holds.